Hi folks, Meteorologist Ryan Hoke here with the latest installment of the Hokey video blog. Hope you're having a pleasant Saturday morning across Kentuckiana. We are seeing chilly temperatures out there in the teens at this hour. We're recording this about 8:30 in the morning, and we're going to see temperatures improving somewhat today, but the big story is going to be the snow, and the snow that'll be setting in as we go throughout the afternoon and the evening hours. Let's get you right to the radar view across the region right now and show you that we do have some cloud cover that's moving off to the east. That allowed things to cool down considerably here overnight in the Louisville area. Got down to 18 degrees so far. I think that'll be our low temperature as we go throughout the day. So we've got this little clear slot right here, and then we've got this back here, this area of snow now moving into western Illinois that's moving at a pretty considerable rate. We'll show it to you right here. This little area of low pressure that's going to be spinning on down toward the Louisville metro area as we go throughout the afternoon. This is actually called a Saskatchewan screamer. And the reason it's called that is because this area of low pressure originates from the Saskatchewan province of Canada. Kind of a cool name. Sounds like a boat, doesn't it? A Saskatchewan screamer. Well, the reason it's a screamer is because of how fast it'll be moving. Let's time it out for you here on Futurecast. This is our high-res RPM model. We'll start you out in the 20s as we go throughout 8 a.m. this morning. Teens in a lot of places. Then we get quite a few clouds in here. Eventually, that gets us to 3:30 this afternoon. A band of snow is moving in, so by about 2 or 3 o'clock, snow will begin to fall in many parts of the area. Notice the temperature here, below freezing here at Louisville and points northward down into the 20s across portions of Indiana. That pans out. Snowfall ratios, the ratio of liquid water to snowfall, could go even higher than 10 to 1, so maybe even 12, 13, 14 to 1 snow ratios, so you're going to get more bang for your buck, if you will, for the snow showers that will be falling. May see a break or two in between another band of snow that will be moving through about 9 o'clock this evening, according to Futurecast. Temperatures at or below freezing, but you'll notice that Litchfield and Munfordville, you guys go above freezing, so you might not see quite as much snow down that way, thanks to that warmer air that's trying to move in as we have these southwesterly winds ahead of this system. I don't think this will really make it north of the parkways, this warm air at this point, so we should say all snow here in the Louisville area as we go throughout the afternoon and the evening hours. By tonight, we begin filtering the snow out of the region by midnight or so. Then we're left with these snow showers and snow flurries that stick around for the early portion of your Sunday morning. So if you're heading out to Sunday services, be advised we'll not only have the snow that'll be on the roadways, especially those side streets, that'll be from the night before, but we could have some new, small snow accumulations still going on during the morning hours. This won't be a big deal for the morning, but certainly for tonight, that's what we'll be looking at. How much snow is going to fall? That's the big question on everyone's mind, isn't it? Here you go. Here's the latest forecast. 1 to 2 inches for Madison, Seymour, Indiana, on down into Carroll County, Henry County, into the Frankfort area. Since this system will be sliding its way to the south and the east, and we'll have the colder air and more moisture up to our north, that's where the heavier snow showers are going to reside. Here in the Louisville area, we'll have up to 1 inch. This does not preclude any 2-inch snow amounts. We could have an isolated 2-inch burst of snow in some locations, but it's not going to be widespread. And that's the same story with the 1 or 2 inch range up here. We may have the potential for a 3-inch isolated amount somewhere across our area. We'll be monitoring that potential throughout the afternoon. Then down here in portions of Grayson County, where Litchfield is, Munfordville, down just southwest of Columbia in Adair County, looks like pretty much a trace at this point, thanks to the warmer air working into your neck of the woods. Let's go through some of the models here, shall we? The latest NAM model gives us about half an inch of snow in Louisville. You see those heavy amounts of 1 to 2 inches up toward Carrollton, North Vernon, Seymour. I think this will be pretty close to reality. May see just a little bit more snow here in Louisville, though I think it's underdoing amounts a little bit. And this is like the same story we had yesterday, where the models underplayed the snow totals just a bit because we received upwards of 2 inches of snow here in the Louisville metro area. And the models didn't pick up on that so well. So that's why we're saying up to an inch possible here, even though the models are going less than an inch, trying to play ahead of them, if you will. The RPM model, very similar looking. 1 to 2 inches across our northern counties, especially up toward Carrollton, North Vernon, and Seymour. and then about a ½ inch of snow here in Louisville with not a whole lot going on down toward Grayson County, Hart County, Taylor County. That's to be expected. Let's go through the GFS model. We're at the point where we don't really want to use these longer range models like the GFS and the Euro, but we'll show them to you anyway, just to give you some perspective. About an inch of snow in Seymour, lower totals than the other models, but again, not putting a lot of salt into this data at this point. Euro model, same story, about an inch in Seymour, lesser totals to the south. Over the next several days after the snow exits, we're going to be seeing these waves of cold move through thanks to an area of high pressure, a big high pressure ridge out to our west. You may have heard of the wildfire risks out there in California right now because this has dried them out. It's warm up there. In fact, my dad just came back from Alaska and said, my goodness, it's pretty warm up there considering that it's Anchorage, Alaska, right? They got up to temperatures in the 30s. Meanwhile, us here at Louisville, we were down into the teens and the 20s. So you can tell that this does have a profound effect on our weather pattern to have the high pressure ridge going on up here, pushing northward, and that allows all this cold air to spill into our neck of the woods. Now, we're not seeing anything in the long range that's quite as bad as the bitter, awful cold that we had a couple of weeks ago. But with that said, we are still going to see some bitterly cold temperatures coming up. We'll see 20s as we head throughout your Tuesday and Wednesday and your Thursday of this week. So that's one cold wave. And then another cold wave coming through by Sunday. Well, folks, that could be even colder than that. Stay tuned. Lots of cold weather in the forecast. Definitely those snow chances in the forecast for today. And then we've got another small snow chances, another one of these clipper systems as we go throughout your Tuesday. Brian will have the latest on this system and some of the long-range thoughts coming up tonight on his Snow Talk blog. Phone's ringing. I better answer it. Keep it here on Wave 3 News. We'll have the latest forecast for you as we go throughout the day. For now, I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke.